Hey, lady, how'd your meeting go? You all right?
Coming on digitally. How are you?
All right, how you doing?
Good, good, good. So excited to talk about this board meeting. Just catch you guys up.
Okay.
I don't know whether Pam was going to be able to join us today. I know she's a little bit ahead of us, but
Yeah, see us, we're on the same time, aren't we?
she, I thought she was Eastern.
Yeah, she's an hour ahead, so
Yeah. So she's 5 o'clock.
yeah.
And I don't know, you guys let me know. If this is not a good time, we can always push it back.
No, this is perfect. I already changed my whole calendar so I can
Right,
have
it
this
works
open.
for me.
Yeah.
It's kind of settled into mine, but I don't know.
And we did choose it based on she saying that was her best time. So, so
Yeah. That's true. She did seem to think that 5 o'clock would work for her.
but we did just say it was as you can process. It's a good process for me. I love it. I think they
Yeah, I think we should
consistent.
have it on the calendar, and then if we don't do it, then we can circle back. But at least we have it on there
Absolutely.
um, to drive on my drive because I tried to write the notes while we were there.
Yeah, how'd you enjoy it?
It was okay. This one was really fast because everybody came in. They're trying to save money, and initially they thought that this meeting might be virtual, but then they decided to do it in person. So it was really like come in Friday, meet Saturday, get out Sunday. So it's like a whirlwind.
Yeah,
It was a bit of a whirlwind for me. So I feel
look,
like it's so much. They got so much stuff happening that I feel like I'm still getting my feet under me. So it
well, there was
is
a lot of people there. Kathy was sending me pictures,
all good.
and I had a big giant meeting. I had a diversity and equity workshop
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
with Google.
Oh,
So
excellent.
I kind of had the meeting on in the background, but I couldn't even pay attention because I had all that other stuff going on.
Okay, I don't know. My phone is freaking out right now.
What
What
happened?
the heck? It's doing something I've never seen it do before. It's like, okay, I'm gonna exit out. I'm gonna come right back in, Terry. Hold on.
Okay, I'll
And
wait
then
for
I'm
you.
gonna try to close some other windows. Let me just try to close a few other windows. See if maybe it's just confused about. Yeah, I just closed some other windows. That seemed to be fine. Well, I'll give it a few minutes, but I can run through
Yeah,
just
we
the
can do that.
top level stuff because I don't know if she's going to jump on. But one of the main things was, and I think you guys are pretty good at this, but we want to make sure as we have the opportunity to remind our members to make sure that they're opening the NABJ member emails so that they can be informed and take full advantage of the opportunities. I mean, we all know, especially as you get closer to conference, sometimes they send stuff out and it don't last long. So, like they'll be like, okay, this is available. And then it's gone. And that's sort of what feels like has happened with these rooms, right? By the time they send these notes out, the rooms are flying off, flying out the door. So there's some work that needs to be done there. We reminded our folks about the March 6th deadline for proposals during our thing and workshops.
Yeah, we
Uh,
did that, but we also had told them on all the social media and
yep.
everybody's supposed to be putting stuff in, and it's just like ain't nobody did it yet. Everybody talk
Ain't
about it, but
nobody did
where's it
nothing.
at?
No,
Yeah,
no, I've
where's it
gotten
at?
maybe one inquiry. And I really do. I should let me see if I can drop these in because I just wrote a whole bunch of like titles down for workshop ideas,
Yeah, and
but
I've got
where
some
did I
too.
got
I
that?
guess I'll send them to you by email as well.
Yeah, that's perfect because I
And
just wrote
cause
I,
I
like
got
kind of thoughts down, and I was talking to Ron, and one of them that I really want to see us do because it did really well here when we did it for Beepers a few years ago
uh
was Black Men in PR, And
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you
I'm
know,
doing
there's
one of
just
those.
so few of us, so few of them. So I think that the discussion about Black men in PR, Ron Carter and I were talking about it over the weekend about some potential about the idea of doing that panel
That's
and
good
then
because
figuring out who the
I
men
sent
are.
Ron a proposal for it, and I'll copy you on it.
Okay,
I sent
perfect.
it to him a long time ago. And the other thing is that our standard thing, that pitch me with your best shot,
Oh yeah,
always
that's got to
works.
go in.
And
Absolutely.
transitioning from journalism to PR, those are our top ones.
Yeah, those definitely have to go in. So we need to just make sure that those go in. Does Kim usually submit the pitch me with your best shot, or has have
Yeah, she
become other
does.
people?
Yeah.
Okay.
She says she's doing it. She's getting over being a newlywed. So
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to make sure she'll do that one. I think that that's fantastic. And then I know there's discussion on an AI one
yeah,
that will
and
go
Pam needs to go
in.
ahead and submit that, get it done on
Yeah,
both
she
ends.
should. I told her she should reach out to Misty because Misty Starks had reached out to me, and I honestly thought that Pam and Misty were working together when Misty reached out to me. I thought it was the same one, but I don't think that it was. I think it's two different ones. So I just thought, okay, they should at least connect to make sure that they know. The other one that we kind of talked about and have played around with is this idea around ageism. Like
Oh,
there's
please, that's a
we
perfect one.
probably need to figure out how we shape that into some discussion on ageism and how do we come together, or how's it impacting our messaging, or something, collaboration, whatever but there needs to be something on that discussion. What was the other one?
And I think also we need to do one on entrepreneurship, don't you think?
Oh yeah, the
Okay,
entrepreneurship, and we should
let me
try
type
to
that
work
in the
with the
notes.
entrepreneurship task force because they have the entrepreneurial task force that we should be connecting with, because we tend to have a lot of our folks know the resources that you turn to for contracts and all of these great resources that we've been taking
Right. And we
advantage of.
also, one thing I've been capitalizing on here from me being back in as an entrepreneur is doing the DEI collaborations with the large companies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's some formulas that come out that make sure people can walk up to a Procter and Gamble and say, I want to do business with you. One other thing, I'm gonna put this in the chat so you can use it later. I talked to Liberty White about next month's workshop, like you did with Deborah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you her profile. She is just an awesome content manager and knows
Perfect.
all the hooks and everything. So I'm gonna send you. I'm put it in the chat here, but I'll email it to you as well. Here comes Pam. Hold on, Liberty White. So I'm gonna put that in there, and you'll see what she's did. We did a whole thing on Canva this weekend.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Here comes Pam.
I love Canva. I'm a big Canva fan, so I love any
Yeah,
kind of, and that speaks to the training, like the idea that people like to get some training opportunities, and
yeah.
so
Training and takeaways. Yeah.
I
Hey,
I
Pam.
like things that are actually really meaty and filling, so you feel like you walked away with like some tips that you didn't have before.
Yeah, I just reached out to her and told her the date. I got a chance to look at the notes from when you did your. This is the date. Can you do this? She said, "Oh yeah, good." I said, "It's going to be a Q&A, and I want you to
Perfect.
show those fantastic tips that you have before."
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Hey Pam, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I had a hard time getting in.
Sorry about that. You're here. Glad you're here now. Glad you're here now.
Yeah.
So
So,
we were just kind of updating. I was just updating from the conference, and Terry's dropped those into the chat. The other
Right.
oh,
thing that came up from there was, again, registration's open. Everybody knows that. Hotels.
mhm.
It ain't no point in sharing the hotel update uh, from Saturday because it's changed. But here's the one thing that I will say is that they're supposed to be trying to get more rooms open. Now, I've had conflicts in that. I know that Drew said that they are working with the hotel to open more dates, more rooms for the conference. But I've had other people tell me that the hotel has said the hotel is completely sold out. So I don't know
Mhm.
how they're going to open up more rooms
Yeah,
unless
and
they were holding a block of rooms for something else that they're gonna open
Mhm.
up.
Yeah, I know. I know. Ron told me that one of the hotels was sold out in terms of rooms,
Yeah,
but
the
the other one,
Westin and the Sheridan. So what I found from some friends that were trying to book is that if you tried to book, let's say you try to book a room for Wednesday through Sunday, you would
Mhm.
get a notice that you're sold out.
right?
You try to book a room for Wednesday, you can get a room. You try to book a room for Friday and Saturday, you can get a room. It's that Thursday night, it's gone. So if you try to book something that covers that Thursday night, they
Oh
tell
my
you that the
goodness.
whole block is gone, right? They just say it's sold out and it ain't available instead of saying, hey, Thursday night's not available. It'll just say the whole block you're searching for is unavailable.
Mhm.
Um, so I don't know whether that is still the case, but again, supposedly NABJ is going to try to open those rooms up. I don't know when it's going to happen. I've asked them to let me know. If they let me know, as soon as they let me know, I'm going to send you guys the message. But you know how that goes. I know we're all not sitting on top of email, so
Mhm.
hopefully that will be able to move. The other hotels that they do have some overflow hotels. That is going to be the Fairmont, NBC Suites, and there's a third one. Hold on, let me go to.
And that makes sense what you said too, Rusanda, because I tried to go from Sunday to Sunday, couldn't get it.
Right.
I,
Yeah, because if any one of the days that you want is sold out, it tells you the whole block is gone, and that's not true. It's really it's that. Well, on Saturday it was that Thursday that was gone, just that Thursday, because I went through and tried to book each night individually, and I could book every night individually except for Thursday.
Mhm.
wow.
Um, um, so let's see. I'm trying to find this thing about the.
You got me paranoid. I'm looking for my confirmation that I have my,
Yeah,
because
them rooms is oof.
I booked my room. I definitely did that. And but my question to them was, they charged my whole account for the whole bill, and it's only supposed to be charged for the one day.
Well, they charged mine the whole bill too, the whole $750.
Oh, I didn't know that they were going to even. I didn't know that they were even making you prepay the whole
Yeah,
thing. I didn't know that.
they've been doing that lately. They started that, NABJ did, making a deposit, because what happened at one of our events, I think it was
Yeah,
the one in Aventura, because things were so spread out, people were booking places all over the place.
yeah,
And it closed down availability. So this way, they started taking the a one day's deposit, which I'm
yeah,
cool with that. But it looked like they charged the whole
yeah.
shebang.
That's rough. So yes, that I didn't. Yeah, you should circle back with them. I don't. They
Did
didn't
I
mention that
did,
this
and it was
weekend.
next to impossible, and it wasn't it from NABJ, it was from the hotel.
Right.
And
Hotel.
I could not, it was next to impossible to communicate with a human that knew what was going on. It really was.
Wow.
It was very, it
Did
was,
you get somebody eventually? Or you just gave up.
I
Yeah, you
gave,
did.
after
And I
calling,
called them and talked to the the general manager's the only one that kid on the phone. The front desk didn't understand. And then the
Okay.
general manager, and then they went back and you Pam, you got charged. I got a hold for the whole amount, and then they turned around and just charged me for one day.
okay, I need to call them back, because it was
Yeah.
like 100 some bucks. And I was
Yeah.
like, what's
Yeah.
up?
That I mean, you don't if you don't anticipate playing that right now,
Exactly,
that's
because
a hindrance. Yeah.
that's way
That's yeah.
that's way in August, and who's paying for that? And this woman tried to talk me through it, but her English wasn't the best, and it
Hmm.
wasn't working. So I need to talk. You know what? I need to talk to the hotel directly, right? Is that what I need to do?
Yeah, just ask for the general
Yeah.
manager. Yeah, ask for the general manager because the
So
front desk don't
so
get it.
the message I got about overflows, if you're talking to people, and it says it will open Tuesday. So that means they're not even open yet, but they will open on Tuesday. Fairfield Inn, Hilton Birmingham, and Embassy Suites will be the overflow. So don't go put it on social, Well, you can go.
Right, right.
You can flag them. You can flag our committee folks.
Mm-hmm.
That'll work. Wonderful.
I mean,
Was it?
his report was a public report, so I mean, I don't feel bad in it, but he get this was shared during Drew's report, which went out, which was broadcast over Zoom, so anybody could know it who had attended.
Yeah. So
So again, Fairfield and Hilton, they don't give addresses. That's all it says. So I don't know, if they're like, was it this one or that one? But
Mm-hmm.
we're downtown, so I would guess that it's the ones that are downtown.
Right, right.
I don't know how many
I
Hiltons
imagine that
Birmingham has.
and an embassy is going to cost the same as a Sheraton or a Westin.
Well, the Embassy Suites, here's the thing that I do know he flagged is that Embassy Suites has a full breakfast, like a complete and total breakfast. And now we will be there in May, and I'll have a better chance to look at the rooms to make sure you're not, because Embassy Suites, I feel like are kind of hit or miss.
Right.
Sometimes they're nice, and sometimes you're like, woo-wee.
yeah, because sometimes Embassy Suite doesn't use their model. They turn up buying other hotels and slapping their name on it, and that's when you get jammed up.
Yeah, yeah. So some of them are, I've been in some that are nice, but yeah. So that's the only other thing. So I don't have like in person. We haven't been there yet, but I know in May, Dorothy really wants to make sure that someone has had an opportunity to walk through the buildings and see the room. So that is on the agenda for us for sure in May, but I think someone else will be going out there sooner than that. And if they don't feel like it's up to par, then I imagine they'll make that known. But as of right now, those are the overflow hotels that are set to open tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so let definitely make sure folks move on that. I pushed at Nate. I told you guys already that I asked him for what the cost was of a suite for the week so that I can know what we need to cover sponsor dollar wise. I have been crazy today, so I haven't been able to call myself, and I haven't gotten an answer from Nate. So I'm sort of at the point where I was like, I just want to call. I'm just going to call and see.
Yeah.
I'm sure Terry from.
Oh yeah.
Working with the board, sometimes they're not as responsive, and then I'm going to miss
I'm gonna miss the deadline and the reservation opportunity.
Yeah, so I want to know what the cost is. In my mind, I can't imagine a suite being more than in Birmingham $750, and I feel like we could be able to find 3 to 5 different sponsors to come in at $1,000 to cover each night.
And we got a few that I just need to send something that we can get. I haven't had a.
Yeah, so we say, okay, you're going to sponsor this, and you're going to have a night in the suite, and we'll put up signage that says, this night in the suite is sponsored by you, and we can put materials out, and or whatever. I don't want to overpromise, heavy programming, but because I know that feels a conflict to national about us letting sponsors sneak in at small dollar amounts. But we can do suite nights where they, have people in the room, and we put materials out and signage and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that'll work, and yeah, that'd be good. I had during the conference, I was half listening because I had something else to do. A workshop. I was working.
Yeah.
Did they talk about the floor space, the exhibit space, the career fair space?
Oh my gosh!
They're gonna be okay.
Yes. 138 out of 182 spaces are already gone.
Oh my God. That's good.
And a lot of people are coming in and taking 4 booths, 6 booths, 12 booths. So that 182 is gonna be gone before March is over.
And it doesn't sound like it's gonna. If people are taking up that many booths at a time, it's not as many. It's probably like our regular sponsors, but they just.
It is. I mean, you've got a few that have come in bigger. So like Gray TV, who is usually they have 1. This time they're getting 4 booths because they're heavy in Birmingham. They have a couple of stations in the Birmingham, in that region 3. They've got stations across the South, so they're getting more. I think Disney's getting more. Some other GM is actually putting cars on the floor, and that takes more space.
Okay.
So
Oh
yeah.
my, you trying to act like this is the auto
The auto show. Yeah. So they're going to put a couple of cars on the floor. So they're going to take up, spaces. So if you know someone who wants to come in as a sponsor and you think that piece, that career fair piece, that conference floor space piece is going to be something that they really want, I would encourage you to get them to sign the dotted line now.
Okay, good. That'd be good, because I was thinking about just having someone to come in and do. I was asking 5 PR companies to come in as a joint operation and come in, and because we don't have PR companies. I mean, sometimes the career fair is not for media related members at all. So I was trying to get 5 top. I'd asked Lisa over at Elman, and I asked Francesca at she's gonna kill me, Fleischman. And
it would be nice to have a section to say, can we put all the PR comms folks in one section? I mean, sometimes the sponsors, it's usually their comms teams that are doing some searching, but if they could position it as, hey, this is a comms row where we're going to have this section of 5 or 7, that's where you go, because that whole section is going to be filled with our 400 to 500 comms related members that come.
There you go. I'm putting it in the chat. Career fair, universal comm sections. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
That's what I was selling to. I got to talk with Francesca after this call. This is great.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, and I think that makes it attractive to them because, like you said, they're not so mixed in. There's a whole section that's just kind of comms. So getting Drew and Nate and those guys to give us that section when the sections are flying is the harder part. So,
well, can you in your notes later today email me and as to what that section would cost? I mean, what's it selling for now?
Right. What is that's exactly what I was going to ask.
What the career fair booths are? I want to say they're 6,000. Let me pull up. It's between 4 and 6.
And also, does that, you remember, Roshunda, that sometimes some companies will have I don't know what it's called. They'll have a opening, a suite. I mean, not a suite, but you know what I'm saying? They'll have a section.
Yeah.
I would like to at least create a 4-plex or a 2-plex where all the companies would want to come in.
So you mean like they would have well,
a lot of CNN has
multiple.
Yeah, and it's like they have what is that called? Help me out, y'all. It's a suite. It's not a suite, but they do a suite of booths where they're all together. So they do a little boutique.
They call them pods.
There you go. Thank you.
So yes, so that's what is happening now. And I wish I could show you I wish I had why does my screen keep going out? I wish I could show you the floor plan. I don't know let me see if we can pull it up. If we can go to the website and pull up the floor plan.
Well, see, what is it? Is it what is it? Give it to me. I'll look it up.
It might be exhibitor. The exhibitor, go to the NABJ.org conventions and then go to partners and exhibitors. It's going to be in that kind of exhibitor.
Let me try it. It's directing me to a space. There it is. There's convention. Let's see what else is going to come up.
Then you may have to already be an exhibitor to see
here it is. It says exhibit map.
Yes. Okay. Yep, I'm getting there too.
Yeah, I'll pull it up on the screen here for y'all to see.
Okay, perfect. And I'll
there it is. I'll show it to you. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Let me get ready to show it. Sorry for the adjustment. All right, I'm going to show the screen. What happened?
Wait till I tell you. You'll see in a second. This is crazy.
Let me see if I can share the screen. I should know how to do this. I do it every day. Yeah. See if you guys can see that.
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Everything that is yellow is gone.
Wow.
Wow.
And what's
So
red
this
and blue
is
mean?
even the yellow and the red. They're gone. They're gone.
Why is it red versus yellow? I'm just curious.
So I think they're reserved, as in, hey, this thing, they said they're coming in, they're coming in, they're coming in with 12, they're coming in, and NABJ has a plan for how they want things laid out.
Okay.
And
Who goes
so
where?
like, this is going to be CBS's is over here, and this is Disney that's coming. So checks aren't signed, but these
Right.
are kind of like repeat guys that they come in and really want to make sure they take care of. So
Mhm.
if we were talking about what, Terry, what you and I are talking about,
Okay, let's look at it.
we
It says
almost
blue
would be looking
available.
at that.
Look at
We
that.
almost are looking at that
Okay,
729.
so yellow is reserved.
This right
Red
here.
is
This right.
actually
The
sold.
red is paid for.
Red
Right.
is sold,
Yellow
yellow is
is
reserved,
reserved.
blue is available. So only blue is
The
paid
Yellow
for.
is questionable, if you ask me.
Well,
Wow.
I would think most of them are going to come in. So those
Yeah.
are going to, yeah, they're going to come in. They're reserving them for like
Well, I would think right
Disney.
here. What do you
They're going
think
to
right
come in.
there? Right there.
Yes, exactly, Terry. You're in the same place as me. Yep. That's 729. And then maybe that from 629 to across, that's 8. But again, so like if somebody wants a double booth, then they need 729 and 727. You know what I'm saying? Like if they
Right.
want a double, otherwise those are all single 10 by 10s.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and maybe in that 6,000 that they're selling for those singles.
I want to say they're 6. Yeah, I want to say they're.
The 10 by 10s are 6,000.
Yeah, that would be the good. Let me. I can try to pull up the exact, but I want to say they're 6.
Well, no problem. We want to try to see if the Mosaic people and the Barometer people will come together and do $24,000 for booths, and then make it a
Yeah.
whole situation, because they are partnering a lot, and they don't see it as competition anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. Is trying to. So I really like the idea of putting them all in the kind of the same area. It's just a little tougher when they're not. When the people are making their own seating chart right now, as opposed to leaving NABJ with some room to be like, hey, you know what? Actually, we're going to move this around, and we're going to put all of the comms people together here over here. You know.
Let me just check and see if they're going to be here. Search.
So people don't love it. You know, we always have that weird feeling when we got to kind of push clients to make a decision early. But, it feels a little used car salesman like, hey, you better jump on this now. But no, really, look at this. If it's, first of all, it's Birmingham. We don't have a lot of space.
Okay.
You better pick a space now.
Even when you scroll over, it tells you who it is.
Yeah. Yeah, they said that, and they were updating it. So there's probably updates that need to happen even now. So
yeah, sounds good. So we're talking about these 2 blocks here, right here, these 3.
potentially, yeah, we can, yeah.
And 24,000 get out 4, and then I'll talk to them, and we'll all talk to whoever we need to talk to, but see if we can convince them to come in as a collaboration, because they end up going to be next door to each other anyway. So why don't you purposely make it a hit, so that they will get the selling point is that you get the maximum PR traffic, because everybody's going to come there, period. So everybody gets to go there. We may even create a little passport for media related members to make sure they go through there and give away a door prize or something.
Yeah, like you click all of these, and then you win some kind of, comms, something. What would a communication person love? Like some kind of like
Well, last time we did it, we gave away DNA kits, and then we gave away electronic items for the phone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. One of those, like, it's like they're kind of like selfie sticks, but they move.
Oh,
I
like that one too. The rotating selfie stick, that'd be good.
Yeah, those things are really nice.
And of course,
and they're like
possibly
$45. They're like
right.
$40-$50.
And possibly the advertising, the PR firms may have something great to give away.
Yeah, they may have some really cool tchotchkes. So I think that is great if we can somehow get to close that out before they're gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the last bits of notes. The last bits of notes I had.
I'm gonna stop the screen. Is y'all okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can stop it.
Okay, cool.
The last bits of notes I had, Region 4 is hosting their first regional in a decade. That's April 1st. And then we know the A&E Task Force is having their event on April 15th. And we've been tapped. I talked to Ron and a couple other folks that are looking for entertainment PR folks, culture and entertainment PR folks for the April 15th event. So I gave them some names. Ron helped me with some names. That are sort of local because they don't pay for people to fly. Although I did suggest a couple of other people who wouldn't be willing to spend their own money to travel. So
Region 4 is having a conference. Is that the one in Phoenix?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah. So that's April 1st. That is April 1st.
Oh.
As of today, they're having one, but who knows what happens tomorrow or the day after that. But they
I
are
know.
having it.
Been there, done that. Yeah.
They're supposed to happen. I hope it doesn't get canceled. Again, another push to make sure folks are subscribing to sharing, liking, amplifying Black News and Views. It is doing well, but I mean, it's
I
not
heard I
shouldn't say
got a
doing well.
shout
It's
out.
improving. It's improving, but
I heard I got a shout out, Rashonda. My president of my chapter said that Melanie shouted me out because I always like everything.
oh yeah, I didn't hear it, but it might have been because I was lining my stuff up. But she did, she did thank folks who are regular supporters. So if that is you, Pam, thank you so much. Thank you.
Can we do can we create a platform initiative for Media Related Task Force to take on a short-term measured campaign to promote the craziness out of Black news and media?
Yeah, because it needs it. I asked her, I said, you guys need PR bad. And I asked her, well, how does that work? And she said that they were on their own. In other words, NABJ wasn't
They're not budgeted.
That's not true. No, they are. They're trying to hire someone who's strictly focused on. So they need two people. They actually need someone who is a digital content writer,
Mm-hmm.
and they separately need someone that is digital promotions that can focus on promoting Black news and views and additionally promoting the stories that they're doing. So those are almost, they can't be two different roles, but they also can be the same role. So yes, they are looking for someone. They're looking for grants that can help them to bring people on that can do some of that stuff too. So, but what's supposed to be happening is that I don't know whether it's Kanya or I think it is Kanya, because she and I talked last week ahead of our program, is that she was putting together sort of let's call it like a media toolkit of things that she would like media related members to help her amplify and promote. And so she is putting that together. I mean, that's under Kanya's scope of work, is to do things that help promote the programs of NABJ.
Absolutely.
And so she's to do that now. She wants our support in terms of getting that out or reviewing it or giving her feedback. Then she already know, she and I talk, and I've definitely made ourselves available, but we're not going to do that for her, but we will help her get it out. So as soon as it's ready, Terry, I love this suggestion. I also have told her too that we would be happy to push it to our members and ask our members to do it. Yeah, you guys have probably heard of the same thing we do here with campaigns like this. They call them thunderclaps, and so we'll send them all. We'll send them out to a constituency and say, hey, between 11 and 12, we want everyone to tweet about this particular message with this call to action that tags these people. But we can go out and do that same sort of thing to say, ask our members, hey, here are messages. If you can schedule them to run on your social channels, these days, we just want to make sure we're all amplifying, Black news and views. And so that should be coming. I'm making a note to check back in with Kanya about that, because like I said, she did say that toolkit was under development and that she would like our help to help push it out.
Nikki Mayo did an excellent job with the the Strive for 5 campaign with the membership.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's essentially what we all did. We did all of that for her.
Yeah, we did. And that was a Twitter campaign, but also
aggressively for her on
Oh,
Twitter.
And so she put it together and then she sent it to you guys and you pushed it out.
No,
Or you
Yes.
talking about you shot videos? I know you
Right.
guys all did videos.
Yeah, but we also had to post on our own platforms
Yeah, I
and
did.
create others.
I didn't do videos, but I did the posting and I promoted others, all of her stuff. I did.
Yeah, that's so yeah, I think that is a big part of us just pushing our comms people to share because we have vast networks and so um and a personal interest in the success of NABJ. So I think that that makes sense. The other thing that they talked about is that the plan to do these Shark Tank style pitches for products, companies, you know, et cetera, ideas at the regional conferences. So every regional conference will host these pitch sessions where the winners can get so much money, and then
Oh, that's great.
they will come together, and then I think the winner at NABJ will get a larger bucket of potential, I guess, investment money for
Where's
their
the money
idea
in
that's
this
really meant to
conference?
disrupt the industry, you know, something that's related to a calm style. I thought about I meant to ask them, hey, can our PR folks pitch products? You know, something that, you know, a product or a service or something like that that could disrupt. And so I need to talk to Drew and those guys about that.
Let me ask you this: where's the money? Where's the pot of money coming from?
A grant. They have a grant. So I want to say that at the regional level, they got 500. The winner gets $500, and then I can't remember what the final amount was. I want to say 100,000, and I know that's not right for the national winner. But I know that that number's not can't be right. But the regional winner will get $500.
That's good.
And
That's not
also, what about this brainstorm? Help me out, y'all. If we asked, well, we did with our pitch meeting, we always ask people who have a campaign or an initiative or an awareness that they need. I've asked people to, you know, what if we asked them to come in and offer an incentive for people to do a pitch on I need you to pitch my new sneaker. I need you to pitch my new civil rights center. I need you to pitch my new museum. If that creates some revenue behind that, and then we get our PR people to come up with a pitch campaign to see who wins.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So okay. So you're saying that we would donate our services
Well,
to,
no,
to like
we
a
were
startup or something?
okay. Well, let's say this. Let me see if I can think of somebody. Well, let's just go with news and media as if it was an outside entity. Black News and Media says we need to grow. We're offering to the one with the best idea a $2,500 gift, $25 campaign package. So then everybody will take on the campaign and submit a pitch, and that pitch wins the $2,500. They get to participate with Black News and Media. So it could be somebody else. It could be the things that when I talked to Lisa, there were some things over there that they were working on. So what if your client would like to hear from BIPOC, Black Indigenous people of color, about how to market their product? Or their new news campaign, or their new museum? I said, would y'all like to be part of a pitch and participate? If the winner gets a contract with you for 90 days, or they get a stipend, $2,500 or less for the best pitch. What do you think?
Trying to get my head around it. I definitely see where you're going, and I like it.
Well, we
But
did it at
I
the
think,
University of North Texas here.
okay.
And that person gave one a $1,500 contract for the pitch of the opening of the new tutorial center inside the university. And so I went, what if we can get some companies? Yeah, what if we can get some
They're not
companies?
executing it. They're not executing the contract. They're just getting the pitch for the, they're just
they got the money for the best
for the
pitch.
pitch.
And
Okay.
I got to work with the the client for 30, 60, or 90 days, depending on what the client could pay for.
And then that is at a fee that is to be determined.
Right.
That's not that $1,500 to
Oh, no,
cover the
no.
30. Okay.
$1,500 is winning the pitch.
Okay, that's okay. That's what yeah, it's like an open RFP. It's like a public.
Yeah, and Pam knows that. That's what we do at our pitch. We give away. I give away Apple. What are those little things where you trace your phone if you lost your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, those things. I didn't know those things cost that much.
I didn't get to do it this year. I didn't get to go for the first time.
Yeah, and Fleischman Hilliard won. And
yeah,
sorry, Gina Risper won.
Okay, yeah, no, I remember. I was at this year's. I'm definitely open to opportunities for folks to pitch and learn from other folks that pitch. And if we can make it, meaningful, like where, people get a job, I'm happy for that too. I just want to make sure that our members aren't feeling like, taken advantage of. But I really like it. I like any ideas like that. The Shark Tank style stuff is attractive. And so I'd love for our members to be able to take advantage of, fun programming like that. So it makes sense. Let's just put a little more like shape around it. But I think that's fine.
Yeah, well,
so
this was
you
a
sort of brought
brainstorm.
up with the STE awards recommendations. And so the numbers were relatively modest, but they said that's how it always is. And so this far out, people tend to submit more recommendations a lot closer to the deadline.
Yeah,
So,
last minute people, trust me, the deadline or the website probably be crashing from submissions.
Yeah, that's what they said. So they said they had, like, right now they have 19, and like that's on track. Last year we had when it was all said and done, we had something like 600. So don't worry about the numbers seeming low. So I did. Oh, Terry, your cough is contagious. I did ask them to. I did ask them to confirm for me that they had submissions from the PR related awards. I just want to make sure. I said I won't do a heavy push on them if you guys already get a ton of recommendations, but if you don't have any,
no, wait, hold on. What are you saying? Are you talking about the Pat Tobin Award?
No, the the awards that were in PR, there's like 8 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I wanted to make sure that those have submissions.
Yeah, we have to push it anyway, because even if they won't know, I mean, even the PR awards for Sunday is last minute, so we have to push it anyway because they won't be able to give you a report until. I mean,
she should know now because she already knows there's 19 submissions, so she should be able to go in and say, "Oh, I don't need to know who it is, but if you got 19 submissions, you know what they submitted for."
Right.
Or at least you should. But maybe to your point, Terry, maybe they're not that organized. So
I've been on that. Pam's been on that committee. I've been on that committee. We can speak to whether they're organized or not.
Can I circle back to what you just said? Are you talking about 19 submissions for the PR category or just for award submissions, period?
There's 19 award submissions total as of Friday or Saturday. And she didn't know, she could not tell me on Saturday during the board member meeting whether the PR categories whether there were any for the PR categories among that 19. What she said to the entire board was, although 19 sounds low, we generally don't get this stuff in until the last minute. So don't be alarmed. But
Okay.
I, of course, wanted to be like, well, tell me, do PR categories have names? If not, I do want to push, do another push for our members to submit under the PR
Mhm.
awards.
How
But
much
as
is
of
our
as of
submission?
Saturday, it was only 19 submissions across the awards.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that kind of speaks to the just the fact that everybody's the last minute people. So I think my advice is that we push and
Yeah,
advise and reach people anyway.
yeah, I agree. I agree. That makes sense.
And also, we really need to be looking at the Pat Tobin Award. I do not want to see that situation like we've had. Last year was okay, but I distinctly remember
2
working
times. Yeah.
a couple of times, and we were just totally overlooked, and the board took over, and then we can't even vote for. Don't get me started going down that little road, but we should be in control of who is nominated and who wins that award.
That's Pam's old
Yeah,
Roshana,
we
that's
should
Pam's old
definitely have
statement.
a bigger role in who wins. I mean, we can't control who is nominated, but we should
Yeah.
have some names in our back pocket for folks
Usually,
that we
what I'm
believe
trying to
should
say
be
to you,
considered.
Shonda, is that for a few years that you weren't on
Mm,
that end of things, we were
mhm.
overlooked,
Yeah,
bypassed,
no.
and stumped on. So
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
that's what I'm saying. We're not
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, thank you for flagging. One thing that I want to mention, and you guys said you both on there, they did mention this too, because they are looking for judges. If someone wants to be a judge, they should reach out to Sia New Yorker,
Still New Yorker, yeah.
Yorker. You guys may know this already, but judges get a free conference registration.
What?
I did not know that.
This is a first.
I did not know that. I was like, they get a who with a what?
Didn't know that.
So I imagine that they're not going to take a ton of media related member judges, but I will definitely advocate they should take some because, especially, yeah, they should take some. And they all don't have to be former journalists to be folks, but
Well, that was our biggest argument. Then
but we
Pam
want to
talked
keep our
about
eye
it.
on that because I want to make sure that if they, that they don't use all these former journalists that are PR people without getting people who are pure PR people.
Pure PR people, I love it. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, because sometimes they want to use those folks, but look,
Well, that was
people
a challenge we
who
had.
never spent time in a newsroom, should be part of this process too. You don't have to have spent time in a newsroom to be
Jeez.
to be
Especially the most stuff is digital now anyway. I mean, really.
yeah.
And that's been our challenge is that we had to. That's how we fought to get Pam on one time. We got Misty in there. And so I know that they're going to get a invitation email because Sia said we're just going to send it back to those people that've been there before so they can accept. I said, well, good, just let us know.
Okay, that's great. So, okay, yeah. So we should make sure if there's anyone who we think would be really great, they have the bandwidth because it is a lot of work. We want to send someone who is a good representation of us, that's going to be able to be available to meet deadlines, to all of that stuff. Even when they can't, we can. So we just need to make sure that we send. If we're going to offer up folks, we're offering up the best of us.
Absolutely. That'd be great. Did anybody, this is not really important, but I was going to ask, did anybody mention the equity amendment at the meeting?
Yes. So the process, I didn't fully understand the process, but so what will happen now, and I have already offered to be on the committee, is that the parliamentarian has to put together a committee to review the amendments, and then they go through the recommended amendments and make recommendations, and they bring that back to the board. So that is where we are right now. That committee needs to be established. I don't know whether KL would be eligible because she's the one who submitted it to be on that committee.
Right.
But I think that we should offer up folks
Right.
I always want them to deny us, even if they were like, hey, you guys aren't eligible. But I wanted to be clear that we wanted to submit names up to be on the committee. So
Right.
I'm trying to think of who we could, maybe Kim, because she wasn't as connected to this.
Kim Bardakian.
Yeah.
What plus her new married name?
Maybe
Yeah.
Kim. I'm trying to think of
Kim
who else.
DeMargerie,
I'm happy to
and
put
how about
myself up
April?
there.
April and you, and there's April.
Yeah.
There's
They
I'm
also
just
might
trying to think
say
of
that
folks
she,
who weren't, because obviously I would have a a bias to
right. I don't think that she would be eligible in that regard. But I was thinking like Kim. Who else? You think Jade might not have time? Did she start her new job yet?
not yet.
Not yet.
trying to
What
think
about
of who.
Ron? What about Ron?
Ron Carter's a good choice if he wants to do it. There's both of the Duns Kelly, Dunn Roberts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Don Kelly would be a good one.
Yep. And there's also.
So I just want to make sure. I love Dawn. I think they're all great. Is she going to speak up? Because someone has to be able to find their voice in that room.
Oh, honey, Don Kelly, definitely a New Yorker. Heck yeah.
No, you said Dawn. Okay, you said Don Kelly. Yes. Okay, yeah.
Our Dawn would be, Dawn Angelique would too, but Dawn Kelly I would prefer.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah,
also
about available, having time. I don't because I don't know what the commitment is. I haven't gone through it before, so I don't want to pretend that I know what kind of commitment it's going to take. I just know that, if we miss any meetings, we may miss our opportunity.
right. And there's also, yeah, you're right. They'll speak up. And there's also Septosa Foster and our partner Kim
Yes.
Kim Bacon. They'll be good too. So it'd be great to ask all of them so we can see if we to be on standby and see if we get a good. At least 5 will say, "I'll put me down as a standby."
We only have Ron. That's the only guy we have. We don't have any other guys.
There was Tony Jones. There's.
What about Troy, the singer? What's his? Yeah, but I hadn't seen him at NABJ, but I know he's still involved, right?
Anybody in legal? Do we have anybody in legal?
In legal.
I think we do. I think we do. I have to check my emails, but I think we do.
Troy Presswood. Who's Tom Jones?
Tony Jones is just typing. I've got one hand. The other one's in the cast.
Troy Presswood and Ron Carter. Septosa would be excellent. Septosa is in my chapter. Excuse me, Terry, and here in North Carolina.
Right. So there's some. So we got, and I think our strategy would be to reach out to all of them after we draft the invitation letter and say, "Would you consider this?" That way, if all of them says that, we will let you know, and we'll make choices based on your consideration. And that way, if they only say we only want one, but at least we have 5 people say they could do it. That way, we're not going to be overwhelmed.
Okay. So finally, let's go back. Who do you feel, Terry, like you guys are going to be able to divvy this up among the task force to complete these? Do we need to assign these, so we're all clear on who's doing what? How do we, what should be the next step so we know things are moving forward because we know who's going to reach out to them? And
well, I talked to I'm going through the notes in the chat. I asked Misty if she would reach out to the PR companies because she's got that Forbes award and all the other traction, and she's worked with them. If you could reach out to PR companies and see if they will come around and do a joint suite, not a joint suite, but a joint pod, I'll ask her that and let her work on that one. And we have all these names here, so I can draft a letter, just send it to them and copy all y'all and says, hey, we're going to come up with a committee. If you could give me just a 1-line detail of what that committee's supposed to do, I'll send a letter to all of them. Let's see what else is in the chat. Um, Pam, you're going to be submitting the AI. You can do what you did before and reach out to everybody and tell them that March 5th deadline is coming up, and I'll download the PR awards, and you can reach out to the team and post and everything. Say we need to. Are you submitting an award for these STEs? Not just the STEs, the program. And let's see, and I think Misty and are you familiar with Mary Benton? Yeah, I know
Yeah,
Pam knows Mary. Okay,
I know
Misty and
Mary
Mary
Bell,
in Houston. Yeah,
Houston, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask them to work. Ask Misty to ask Mary to help work on getting that PR Comms career fair pod. Let me go through the other ones, and then Jade is good with campaign, social media campaign. Her and Tony can work on that short-term task force project for Black news and media. See what we can come up with it. This is Twitter day. This is Instagram day, and what we would say to get it moving. So
Okay.
that's basically all I see in there.
Yeah, I think that's it. And then you already confirmed that Kim is going to submit Pitch Me With Your Best Shot.
Right, and I talked to her and the Region 4 guy, the former Region 4 director, Terry, to see if we could get some more prizes from them entertainment PR people they got.
Good, good, good.
Some red carpet stuff, autograph stuff.
Oh, and the PR judges for SIA, I'm just going to send you a one-line detail on
Okay, yeah,
on that committee.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll work. Yeah. So that's basically, I went through all the notes. I think we covered everything.
Okay. And then what do we need to do, Tara? Because, okay, so I know we really want to, I think you and I may have to jump on a call with Drew
Okay.
and just find out what is the reality of this Media Institute. Is it like, is the option still on the table for May? I gotta guess April is out of the question at this point, but
Yeah, May was the target month anyway. So yeah, let's get
yeah,
on a call and tell them this is the dollar amount. Here's what we want to do. And here are our hosts. And here the two top cities at this point would be Dallas or LA. And Dallas may come out better because people can afford to come to Dallas.
yeah.
And
Okay,
the
Dallas,
hotels
LA.
are
Is there a weekend that you have in mind? Because I will tell you that the board has found out we are going to Birmingham Memorial Day weekend.
Oh wow. Well, we definitely don't want to do Memorial Day weekend. Anyway.
Yeah, y'all didn't want to do that one either. So
Yeah.
Mother's Day weekend is out of the question.
So what would it be May? When is Mother's Day?
Mother's Day. Oh, don't make me lie.
It's usually around the 10th or something.
Yeah, usually like the first.
Second Sunday or so.
So we're talking the 20th.
Okay, the second Sunday is the 14th. Let's see. Let me do a quick Google.
Second Sunday is the 12th. But so I'm thinking the 19th, 20th then, because Memorial Day is the next weekend. And Mother's Day.
No, Sunday is May 14th. It's the 14th. Mother's Day is May 14th.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm thinking the 12th, 13th. I'm sorry,
Okay,
19th, 20th. I'm sorry. I apologize. 19th, 20th.
Okay, so 19th, potentially May
20th.
19, 20. Okay,
Yeah, 19, 20.
somebody has something May 18th. Somebody has something May 18th. It's May 18th is May 18th. Somebody, Region 1 not having one. Maybe Region 2.
I doubt it.
Region 3 is Region
3 is supposed to be in Jackson, Mississippi.
In April 13, 14. It's got to be Region 2. Region 2's got to be May 18th.
All right.
It's got to be there. Cool. And then because then and then A&E
is the 15th, 15th of April.
15th in April.
It's April 15th. A&E is April 15th because I know those two were conflicting.
Where is A&E going to be taking place? Is that virtual or is that going to be live?
A&E is in person.
Where?
is in person at Loyola Marymount
That's
in LA.
okay.
And
Oh,
then region 4 is April 1st. So yeah, May 18th gotta be region 2.
Let's
That's
go
gotta be
look.
region
Let
2.
me look and see on the site. Okay, I'll play around with some dates here. I think it's important. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. I'm trying to find the regionals. They ain't like they putting them on the site here.
Yeah. I know I saw that I had a social media graphic that they had them all together. They're sort of in my head, but sort of.
Well, we can check. I'll check. I'll do a check today. NAB
Okay,
regional.
so we have to look at that. I mean, and I want him to say, it's like I told you, he said before that they were off, but when I brought it up this weekend in our report, he didn't flinch. So I was
Well,
he
he's the
didn't
one that
flinch.
said we should do one on our own. He's the one that said it should be a standalone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at the national region comes for the coming year to be determined. We have not analyzed it. Please stay tuned for our events calendar to update these regional conferences. Oh, that's cute. Okay. I guess they haven't updated. This is NABJ Regions 1, 2, 3, and 4 conferences, and then it says they're to be determined. So they haven't updated it. But
Yeah, they've been tweeting out about it. So I'm gonna go to their
And which region you said is on the 18th? Which one is it?
I believe it's region 2 is on the 18th.
Okay, let's look at region 2 on the Facebook and see what they say. Let me look
I
at
believe
Facebook.
that they've been
Let's see if they got anything in their Facebook page. Region 2 and NABJ Region 2. They got scholarship. They have no regional information in there.
and then the Pew. They have one graphic that has them all together.
Okay, I'll look for it.
That's what
If
I'm
you
looking
find
for.
it,
Arts
send it.
and entertainment, scholarship, blah, blah, blah. I'm scrolling through all of this garbage.
Let's go look at Region 4.
That's emerging journalists. Mm.
Okay, Region 4 has theirs. Well, that's good. I don't see Region 2 posting theirs right now.
Yeah, maybe I imagined it. I know I have I saved it because I was like, oh, okay, we're going. And I might have even like shared it through like Instagram or something. It's possible. They done took this thing. Okay. I don't see it.
Yeah,
But
well,
that's the
I
one
don't
that's
see
in
it.
Wichita. It's in Wichita,
Wichita, Texas? Oh, Kansas.
Kansas.
Okay, yeah. Well, you know if you want to know if there's a city in Texas named after any other city, we're the state that has a Texas named
Oh,
after.
here it is. I know I went crazy. Okay. Wichita, Kansas is May 19th and 20th.
Okay.
Wichita State University.
Wow.
And this was on around February 10th. So if you're on Facebook, you got to get back that far.
Okay, that's why it's not showing.
At least this Twitter post is from February 10th. So it would be probably back that far.
I'll brainstorm on a date and then you can plan that call. I just want to make sure we get these people's money, get this money.
Yeah, we want the money. Okay,
Yeah.
so all right, so that's good. I know we're a little over time, so I appreciate you guys. We'll stay connected. The big goal for this week is to get some conferences, some workshops submitted, and let's just start to whether we create a Google sheet or something, just something that confirms the ones that we know about that have been submitted. So
Okay, and
let's do that. Pam, I don't know if you have availability to ask people if they've submitted a PR related workshop. To just make sure they let us know. They could drop it in the chat or inbox us.
Yeah, we can just send out something on our listserv because I'm one of those people trying to struggle with mine myself, a couple of them. But anyway.
We
Yeah,
want to know if
I,
people
I'm,
have ever, what's been submitted, so we know what to try to rally behind
Right.
and
Yeah.
support.
and what I can do is to
Last year,
do a
though,
screenshot of the deadline and then put it in Canva and then do a call to action for us. Then send it to everybody and say, please post this and give it to everybody you know.
Yes, love it.
Yeah.
because last year, how did we do it, Terry? We did the email thing, and then everybody reported back what they submitted if they needed help on something.
We did exactly what Rashonda had suggested before. We had 2 phone calls about who's going to do what and what they need to see and how do you need to structure it.
That's it.
And then we did emails back and forth until they all finished.
That's kind of how you have to do. People like you have to have like a working call. Like people will put a call on their calendar, but you like, okay, this hour I need you to come on a call and be, expect to toggle over to the screen and submit your workshop right then and there.
Right.
Submit it right then. And while you're on this 1 hour call that we're going to do, you're actually going to submit your workshop before this call is over. So I think that's a good plan to, to have and to invite people to join us to do. So, what's going to say? And guess what? I got them to send me the names of the people in the Speakers Bureau.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, yes, it did. Because I was like, so wait a minute, so you have a Speakers Bureau that nobody can get the names out of?
Yeah, what is that? I don't understand.
That's not Speakers Bureau. I don't know what that is. It's not. If people can put their names in, but you can't get them out, that's not a Speakers Bureau.
No.
I got to be able to go get the names out.
I'm so glad you did that. That's amazing.
So I'll send you the name. It wasn't, and then I laughed because I'm like, so you put up all that huff and puff for about 10 names.
Oh my God.
Right.
The list is
not 10 names.
The list is like 10 names.
You know what, too, Rashonda, we can add that to the graphic. Are you if you're not going to do a panel, which I'd like to be on one, do this too. Do all this by March 5th.
Yeah. I mean, people should submit their names to the Speakers Bureau because I would like them. Sure, they can give it to us, but that defeats the point of having the Speakers Bureau. They should be in the Speakers Bureau, and then we should go get them from the Speakers Bureau. So what I'd love to do is every person who put their name in the Speakers Bureau should be submitting a workshop that includes themselves. And, to the extent that we can help them do that and make it easy for them to do that, then that's what, we should do, because otherwise ain't nobody going to find you as a speaker in that Speakers Bureau. You just would have been sitting there. But we can reach out to them and say, hey, look, I know you submission that you want to be a speaker. Is there a topic you want to talk on? Oh, I could talk on anything PR. Great. We're going to put you on this panel about, climbing the agency ladder. And this is going to be a panel just for agency folks. And we're going to do another one that's this one, whatever, like we going
to just make it work. I think that that'll be good. We'll add that to the graphic. And Pam's always good at the likes in the social media and the repost and the comments. So when we post it, say, yeah, this is important. We need you to represent. You need to be at this panel. You need to be either a panelist or in the panel. Period.
Yeah, the more of us that comment on that post, the more Facebook will show it to the people in the in the group and show it up, because they'll be like, hey, this panel's getting, this post is getting some activity in it. So
so we get to push it up, so that helps a lot. I think it's perfect. That is perfect. We give us some tasks to do. This is great, Rashonda. Thanks.
Okay, well, let me let you guys get off. I'm going to forward you the names from the Speakers Bureau, and I'm going to get on that one line about what that committee will do that's working on the amendment.
Okay, and there's a graphic you're going to send me to. Oh no, I'll look for it. That's the one with the deadline. Okay.
Oh, I can send you that if you want me. Yeah, I can save it now and send it to you.
Okay, that'd be perfect. All right, You saved the day.
All right.
All right, Pam.
No. You want the deadlines for the deadlines for March 6th. Yeah, I'll send you that. Okay.
Yeah.
All righty.
All right. And another thing, and this is just 30 seconds, that whole promotion we're doing for Black History Month, that's the same way we can do a promotion for Black News and Media.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect.
All right. And I'll send you another sample of it because I need a nomination from you, Rashonda. We're identifying Black heroes, Black American history that are alive, not dead people. I don't want to. My hero is Frederick Douglass. No, we need to find someone alive. So,
Okay.
all right, I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
end
yeah.
of this
Send it to
call.
me. I'll think of somebody.
Okay, all right. Talk to you, and we're gonna do it for Women's Month as well. So it goes.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Okay.
This has been great. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye
Here.
bye.
Bye.